My bad, Dave. I was vibing out. I ain't gonna hold you. The intro had
Listen,
me
man.
vibing out.
Listen, man. I should something told me to press the button, but I knew I would mess
Yeah.
up the order.
Hey,
So
nah, the intro had me vibing out. Did you see me, Dave? You saw?
I
Did you
saw
see
you,
me bobbing
man.
my head?
I saw you.
Hey, I was
I knew
vibing
you
out.
was out here. I knew you
My
was out
bad.
here vibing. I see you,
I was
man.
vibing out, dog. My bad. I had the lyrics and everything. I was rocking that thing. I was going hard. But hey, real quick, I know y'all have not seen us on a Tuesday. I apologize for that. We had a Founders Day program. Shout out to the good bros out there. Blue Fire, to all the good bros, and happy 109 to all the good bros out there. But so we here on a Tuesday night. It is what it is. So rock with us. It's gonna be a very, very good show, very interesting show. But Dave, before we get into all that, man, what's good? What's good with you, man?
Oh man, it's a good weekend, man. Can't complain too much. It's pretty chill. I went. My Founders Day event was on Sunday during the Panthers game. The chapter up here. Shout out to Pi Beta Sigma. They had a Founders Day brunch at a black owned restaurant, a Sora owned black owned restaurant
Fire,
down
fire.
in Providence. You know what I'm saying? So we got it off. It's a really good event. So it was a really good event. Had a blast on that. I saw it didn't go. The game statistically didn't go well, other than the W,
No, the game was
which was good
trash.
to see. I
Yeah,
have
it was a
not watched
terrible
the
game to
game yet.
watch. You don't even waste your time, Dave. You know what? Just say you would. Life is precious, Dave, and you shouldn't waste too much time on that. So it was a terrible game to watch, bro. Tell me we so much so we ain't even gonna talk about it. We just gonna get right into the head coach search. We do have a couple of pretty bad injuries we gotta talk about.
I
But
wanted to talk. At least I want. The least we can
oh, go
do
let's go ahead.
is.
Let's go ahead. Let's talk about it right
I
now.
want to
Let's
talk
go
about
ahead.
these firings. I want to talk about these firings. Can we
Okay,
talk about
let's
these
get it.
firings?
Let's get it.
Let's
Let's
talk about
get it.
these firings. I almost
Yeah.
did a show yesterday to talk about the firings.
Cliff
I want
Kingsbury
to talk
out
about
of
these
here.
firings. Cliff Kingsbury out of here. He should have
Out
never
of
gotten
here.
hired. Let's start there.
Facts.
He should have never gotten hired. So
College coaches
we
don't
could.
work in the NFL, bro.
They don't. Even though he did. Even though he did have his little ladder, but then he tanked, and now they out here trying to trade DeAndre Hopkins. How much would you give up for DeAndre Hopkins?
Whatever it takes.
Are you serious?
Yeah. D Hop is that dude.
You would give up a first round
They
pick for
they
him?
they didn't give up much to get him. So what we talking about? The Cardinals didn't give up much to get D Hop. What did they give up?
But because it was Houston. Speaking of which, good segue.
Got him up out of
Houston
here
fired
too,
their
huh?
coach too.
Lovey. They fired that man.
Lovey
They
got
fired that
penalized for
man.
winning.
They fired that man at 10 o'clock at night on Sunday, bro. They ain't wait till Black Monday.
Nah, man, when you blow it on number one overall pick, that's what happens. But they were gonna fire him anyway. He was fired anyway. It wouldn't have mattered. But that was the chef's kiss. They lost number one, but it doesn't matter. I mean, the Bears ain't gonna take a quarterback anyway. So what is it to them?
Shout out to Dakota. He says with that Scott interview with drafting TCU wide receiver. Yeah, I did. Yeah. I mean, I think anything is possible with this draft, bro. I have the truth be told, I have no idea what to expect. I'm doing all these mocks for fun at this point because I have no clue what the Panthers are gonna do. We have no direction until we get a head coach. So it is what it is right now. We don't know what the hell is going on. So but yeah, man. So just going back to the firings, you got who else got fired? Was that it?
Um, Kingsbury, Hackett was already gone. We knew
Yeah.
about that one.
Lovey up
The
out of
guy in
here.
Carolina was already gone. Huh?
Gone. Yeah, we don't reference him. He that didn't exist. That didn't happen.
Oh. Let me see. Who else got fired?
I think that was
Denver
it.
got fired. Oh, the Colts coach. What are they gonna do about that?
Oh,
They
right.
gonna
He
keep
got
Jeff
up out of
Saturday
here.
there?
He had been going. Yeah, he had been going.
No. But Frank Reich got fired. They're gonna keep Jeff Saturday there?
Oh, I don't know. I doubt that. So I got the
They
list right
fired some
here.
coordinators. They fired
Cliff,
Scott
yeah.
Turner.
Yep. Scott
We
Turner
talked
got
about
up
Cliff
out of
already.
here. Yep.
They fired the Titans OC, whoever that was. Don't even know the name. Just know
Yeah,
he
a
got
lot of
fired.
A lot of cats getting scapegoated right. Scapegoat season. Scapegoat season right now. Scapegoat season, bruh. So yeah. So you don't want to talk about the nothing really happened in the game, bro. But I will say this: we lost. I'm glad it's at the end of the season, and I think I might have jinxed it, Dave. I think I might have jinxed it because I came up on this show last week and I said, yo, they've been together, no injuries. We haven't experienced any injuries in the offensive line. And then what happens, Dave? Then what happens? Yeah, I think I did it, bro.
Right?
I think I did it, bro. Two of them, both guards we lost. Corbett torn ACL, and Brady Christensen to a broken ankle, bro. Bad, all bad, all bad.
And they said that Christensen's not going to go for surgery. He's going to try to get it. He's just going to try to let it naturally heal.
Yeah, his name is Christensen, Dave. Brady Christensen. I don't know what the hell you just said. That ain't what you said. No, you didn't. Yeah. That's cap.
Now you out here hating.
All right. No, all right. Did Dave say Christensen or did Dave not say Christensen in the chat? What the hell did Dave say right then? Because he did not say Brady Christensen. I don't know what the hell Dave said. But yeah, he's not gonna get surgery and plans to heal up, which is really weird. I don't know what the hell happened with that. So how is that gonna work? How's that gonna? You just gonna chill and let it mend and then come back 100%?
Yeah, if you break something, depending on how broken it is, it can heal without having to have surgery. Depending on how bad it is. When I broke my foot, I didn't have surgery. It healed on its own.
Yeah,
but I'm not a professional football player either.
Yeah, say you're not a professional football player using your ankles all the time either.
Yeah. That's the other thing too. Like, see, I broke my foot at a Kanye West concert. He broke his ankle in like tremendous different types of conditions than the way I broke my foot at a Kanye West concert.
I don't know what the hell you was doing, Dave. Don't know what the hell you was doing.
The most Boston shit ever. I'll tell the story. I was at the Kanye West concert at the TD Bank Garden. I was going down the stairs. I was short one. I slipped. I dropped my beer. I thought it was fine.
I would have loved to see. I ain't hating Dave, but I would have loved to see that, bro. I would have laughed my ass off. For real.
And the crazy thing is, bro, I didn't fall.
You didn't fall.
I didn't fall. I just it just got. I thought it was just a twist or a sprain. I didn't know it was broke until the following day when I flew to Virginia, because I had to fly to Virginia for work. And I promised my wife that I would go get it checked out when I get to Virginia. When I got to Virginia, they x-rayed it. I was in Lynchburg, Virginia. When I got to Virginia, they x-rayed it. And they said, yeah, you broke it. They put me in a boot, and I went to the explosion site. I had to go work at an explosion site that week.
Yeah.
I said foot. I didn't break my leg. My foot. I just told you how I broke my foot. My biller spilled $20 for a beer at the TD Bank Garden in Boston, man. Devastating. Nobody said, are you okay? Because that's the most Boston thing to do. So.
Yeah. All right. Let's move on.
Corbin can be back. And by the way, I'm looking at the chat. Corbin will be ready for week 1. But he just won't have no training. So I don't know if it's wise to just send him out there week 1, but theoretically he could return week 1.
Yeah, he'll be all right. He's got all off season to chill and heal. And ACLs aren't as bad as they used to be. They got a lot of technological advances in the medical industry to get that ACL good to go. So he'll be back. Not too worried about either one of them long term. Hopefully we get him back though. We were blessed enough to have them for 18 weeks, and then in the last damn game of the season, shit just went to hell in the handbasket. And you could see that, you really saw how valuable both of these guys were. We've been pretty critical. I ain't gonna say we've been critical, but we were pretty tough on Christensen to start the season. But then when he went out, you could immediately see that, man, we needed this dude. We needed this dude really bad. So shout out to Christensen and Corbett. Corbett as well. And Corbett's been pretty steady. If you remember, we post the offensive line grades every week, and Corbett has been pretty steady all season long. So shout out to him. And Christensen has had his up and downs, but damn, the alternative was not good. Michael Jordan was getting his ass kicked. I mean, it was terrible. I didn't even look at the PFF scores, to be honest with you. But I could tell you Michael Jordan grade was probably in the 30s. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and check. Now I'm intrigued. I gotta know.
You're like, let me go ahead and
Now
check
I
how
gotta
bad
know.
these things truly are. Now you want to know.
Now I gotta know. I gotta know now.
You
Let
just
me
want to
see.
know. You just curious now, man.
Now I'm curious. Yeah, 35 grade, 35.7 grade for Michael Jordan. His pass block grade was a 25.6. A little better in the run, but that's consistent. That's what we've seen from him his entire time with the Carolina Panthers. He gets this moniker as a mauler, but then he's trash in pass blocking. So I mean, he showed it. He showed it. Interesting here now that I'm looking at the grades. Cade Mays, who played in at played in where Austin Corbett plays, 69.8. Solid grade from him. Solid in the run blocking, decent in the pass blocking. So shout out to him. Shout out to Cade Mays, who we want to see. We've been putting him in that fullback package, but it's been good to see homie play a little bit more. So shout out to Cade Mays. Right guard. Thank you guys. All right. Anything else on the injuries, Dave? Good here?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
All right,
it
let's
sucks.
move on.
I heard about the injuries, so I knew about those already. Cause I watched the presser. I watched the post game presser, so and the closeout presser from Steve Wilkes and Scott Fitterer.
Yep. So 2023 signings.
Singings.
We did. My bad. My bad. My bad, Dave. Just overlook it. My bad. So pause. Pause, Tuesday. Man. I don't want my chops busted. I'm good. My bad, Dave. All right. So we had some future signings. Stephon Sullivan, tight end, Giovanni Ricci, who both. I was reading the little blurb that the Panthers had on Panthers.com. I know Ricci had more yards than Stephon Sullivan receiving.
Yeah,
that's kind of crazy to think about.
They were out here because they were out here passing the ball out to Ricci at the beginning of the season. They were,
and he had a nice catch in the Saints game. Nice catch in the Saints game too. So we got Deontay Brown, Spencer Brown.
We got him back, right? Because he was gone. He was on the squad. Was he?
No, Deontay was on practice squad whole season. Chill.
Oh, he was on the squad. Okay.
Yeah, he was on practice squad.
Tell you how much.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Practice squad, and then CJ Saunders, brought him back. Y'all know CJ Saunders and Derek, right? We talked about them all training camp because they were out there shining. So that was dope. That was dope to see. And I see y'all in the chat saying Phil Hoskins released. Not surprised there. Not surprised right there. Not surprised at all. Kobe Jones, defensive end. I don't know who that is. Never heard of him. Raquan Williams, defensive tackle. Sign him, and Aaron Mosby. We know who Mosby. That's dope to see him come back. But yeah, any thoughts on Dave? Any thoughts on Phil Hoskins getting released?
No.
Yeah, I didn't have any either. I mean, Phil Hoskins is who it is. What it is there.
He showed glimpses occasionally, but that was more of a question. It was always, to me, it's always been a questionable pick. So it's like, okay, you released them, got it, cool, all right, I'm rolling. Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
he was a 7th round pick, right?
Yeah, it was a 7th round pick.
Yeah.
No big deal. Yeah, I'm with you, Dave. Who gives a shit?
I mean, I ain't that extreme. It's just more like, all right, cool, got it. You know, anybody that last guy drafted is I question. So, it sucks for him, but I'm pretty sure he'll probably get an opportunity somewhere. Who knows? We might bring him back.
He could be brought back. And many times those guys get cut and they end up coming right back, and we'll probably see him again in training camp. This is the life of a guy that's on the back end of the roster. I mean, they cycle. So not surprised there. Not surprised one did. I'm trying to find that cornerback y'all talking about. Oh yeah, we cut Phil Hoskins. Oh, Herb Miller. Herb Miller, who is not on this list. He's the other cornerback that we signed. He's 25 years old. Spent the last 2 seasons with Cleveland. He played in 13 games between 2021, 2022. 6 tackles, 48-yard kickoff return, fumble return off of fumble recovery return. He played at Florida Atlantic. Played with the Chiefs in 2019 as an undrafted free agent. I mean, it is what it is. Shout out to him. Probably won't see him, but it's cool. All right, let's keep it moving. All right, Dave. I think this is important to talk about. Cause we gotta talk about my man Roquan Smith getting the bag. Okay, I think it's important that we talk about this because the market has just been reset, and I know Roquan is listed as an outside linebacker, and we've seen players file grievances over these type of situations because Brian Burns is a defensive end, right? He's a defensive end technically. Oh. So the pay scale between the outside linebacker is different from the defensive end. So I want to make that distinction. And we've seen guys file grievances over this in the past. But let's just take all that to say this is important. This signing is important because it damn near resets the entire market. So if you didn't know, Roquan Smith is now the highest paid at his position in NFL history. 5-year, $100 million deal. $45 million guaranteed, $60 million in total guarantees. He's the first off-ball linebacker to get $20 million per year. And Roquan represented himself. How dope is that? How dope is that?
All the money.
He getting all the bag. No commissions.
No wonder Lamar's out here waiting this shit out, yo. That shit's in the blood in Baltimore, man. Him, Lamar.
So yeah, shout out to Roquan Smith, man. He got a bag. Now, how does this impact Brian Burns? We always knew that Brian Burns is probably going to get 20 plus. And again, like I said, technically the positions are different, so the money can be listed a little different. All right.
Well, defensive ends make more than outside linebackers, don't they?
Yes, yes, that's true. That's true. But I'm just saying, even then, with that, hey, a good negotiator would be like, yo, fam, Roquan Smith just got paid XYZ, and y'all kind of do the same thing. You know what I mean? You put your hand, you stand up sometimes too. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, prepare yourselves for 20 plus for Brian Burns, because that's going to happen whenever it happens.
If we oh yeah, we knew it was going to be 20 plus. People thought it wasn't going to be 20 plus.
I'm just trying to warn the people. I don't think they're going to realize it until it's reality.
Plus. Nah, it always going to be 20 plus. I was prepared knowing that was going to be 20 plus. Folks want me to answer this question. I'm going to answer this question. Well, I asked this to you. Do you think we got a chance to get Lamar Jackson, man?
I think anything is possible, to be honest with you. I think anything is possible.
I'm gonna keep it a buck with you guys, man. I think for folks who haven't been paying attention to what's been going on in Baltimore, Maryland, sir, ladies and gentlemen, Lamar Jackson potentially coming to Carolina is a plausible situation.
It is. I think anything is possible, bro.
And for those who just watch Carolina, let me go and break this down for you. They're not trying to pay Lamar. It's not a done deal that they're going to tag him. And even if they tag him, it's not a done deal that he's going to sign the tag. Now, that being said, with those things, when you take those things into consideration, there's a strong possibility that man might be able to walk out as a free agent. They don't get anything. And if that's the case, there's a possibility that man can sign whatever he wants. And if Tepper's willing to drop the bag on him, he'll drop the bag. So it absolutely can happen. Because I know what type of contract he wants. No, I'm not trying to get y'all hopes up. I'm just trying to let you know.
No, I
Now
think that's an
Baltimore is not
important.
trying to treat that dude.
No, I think no. You're this conversation is in the breath of what we're talking about. So let me get this. Let me get this super chat
Yeah,
real
I was
quick.
going about to grab that super chat.
Is it worth to bring back Matt Ioannidis? I feel like he didn't do as good as we thought he would. I think Ioannidis was fine. I think he
Mm-hmm.
was fine. I think you can look to improve, but I think you should bring back Ioannidis in a rotate. He could be a rotational guy. That's what he was in Washington. He was a rotational guy in Washington, and I think he was a beast in rotation. Maybe he needs to go back to that. Maybe he needs to go back to that. But Dave, going back to the conversation, bro. So Justin Fields, right? Justin Fields, because Chicago has the number one overall pick, right?
They're not trading Justin Fields, bro.
You don't think so?
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Why not?
There's no
Explain.
way they're trading. Huh? Explain.
Explain.
That number one pick, that number one overall pick, is more valuable to them than that number one pick is worth more to them trading than trading Justin Fields. Think about it.
Yeah, no, I think I think you're right. I mean, if I'm a GM, if I'm
I
the
would
Bears, I'm keeping Fields. I'm building around Fields. I would trade back.
if there's two choices. If I was the Bears right now, since you just got gifted the number one overall pick, and you know you're not going to take a quarterback, and you know there's a lot of teams that are clamoring to pick the one that they want, I would put that damn number one pick for sale and take the best offer possible.
No, I agree with you. I'm keeping Fields too.
I would keep Fields and take the best offer and get the biggest bag you can possibly get and put pieces around this man.
They're old that, right? Because what they did with Trubisky, yeah. So it's about time for them.
They gave up an arm and a leg to trade up to get Trubisky.
They did. So it's about time for them to get some get back. So I'm with you, Dave. I agree. I agree with what you're saying. You're right. You are right. I agree with you.
Now, if nobody's biting, take the biggest monster midway you can find. Take the best defensive player that's in the draft by far.
Will Anderson?
Whoever it is. I don't give a damn who it is. If it's Will Anderson, him. Whoever that guy is. Post-combine, that's the guy you take. You take him. If nobody's giving you enough value that warrants trading out, take Will Anderson. Take him. Otherwise, get as much as you can for that pick. Because you know you don't need a quarterback. You got your quarterback. I think you should. I think now, unless this new coach really wants somebody, and even then I still would trade the damn pick. Just even if I fall down to like 5, if you really want to swap. But even then, I think that's silly.
Yeah,
I would rather just get as much picks as I can and build around Justin Fields.
So bringing it back to what we were just talking about with potentially landing Lamar Jackson, do you think the Panthers are going to be Justin Fields aside? Do you think the Panthers are going to be in the market to try and grab somebody out in free agency versus trying to, or not necessarily free agency because they may have to trade? Do you think they're in the business of going out to acquire another quarterback outside of the draft?
Yep.
Interesting.
Yep. I mean, we're at 9, bro.
Yep.
Like, I'm just going to keep it a buck with you guys. We're at 9. You know, there's some folks that are pissed that we're at 9. A lot of folks pissed that we won the game. So, I think at 9, I think we'll be able to pick between 2 quarterbacks. To be honest with you. I think we'll probably have the pick of 2 quarterbacks. I think maybe 1 or 2 might be gone. And then you'll decide over the other 2. Like, I think there's a lot of time left to figure out what's going to happen with the quarterback position in this draft. But I think we'll have options in free agency. That's an option if you really want to go that far. But
I don't want that option. I'm good.
No, I didn't say you're gonna like. I didn't say you're gonna like it.
I was pointing to let you address it, but I'm not. I'm cool on Derek Carr, bro. I'm good.
But ultimately, bro, it ultimately depends on who the coach is. Like, it's gonna ultimately depend on who the coach is. It all depends on who the head coach is going to be, and that's why when everybody's having these debates on who should we draft, should we trade up for Stroud, should we go up for Bryce Young, should we do this, should we do that, blah 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 blah. I'm like, I don't give a damn until I know who the hell the coach is.
Yeah, that's true.
That's gonna tell me what we need to know. That's going to give me an idea what type of offense they're going to run. Because if you're telling me if the coach is Ken Dorsey, then we're probably going to try to go after somebody like we're going to try to get somebody like a Josh Allen clone. So we're going to get somebody that's got high upside, that's got the Candace has got to get fixed. So that tells me it's not going to be your boy Bryce Young. It ain't going to be C.J. Stroud. It's probably going to be somebody like an Anthony Richardson. You know what I'm saying?
Real quick, Dakota says we're picking too late in the draft. Tank for Caleb. We got to chill with this. Dakota, we appreciate your super chat, but bro, this season not even over yet. Y'all talking about tanking for Caleb, bro. We got to relax.
The Jets tanked for Sam Darnold. The Browns traded for the Browns tanked for Baker Mayfield.
D'Angelo the legend says
the Lions tanked for Matthew Stafford. How many playoff wins did that get Detroit? You let me know how many playoff wins they got Detroit.
D'Angelo the legend says, mark my words, Bryce Young will be the quarterback to fall this year. It's always one. It's always one.
I'm not as high on Bryce Young as everybody else is, guys.
Now, Bryce is that dude, bro. He's too intelligent, B. Too smart of a quarterback.
He's short,
smart, bro. Nah, he ain't too short. He gonna have to put on some weight for sure. He's gonna have to put on some weight.
He might have to put on some inches too.
Pause. Dave. Hey, yo, come on, bro.
I knew.
Jesus Christ.
I knew.
Come on, Dave. God, dog.
They're gonna be looking at that man. They're gonna be looking at that man's height for weeks. They're gonna be anticipating that man's height. Pause. They're gonna be looking for the height.
But yeah, I do think bro, he's too smart, bro. He makes it up with intelligence and IQ, man. He's too good. He's too good in the pocket. Too smart. He knows when to run. Knows when to chill. He's too good. White Chocolate Espresso says, should they talk to 49ers about Lance? I don't know about that.
So let's talk about Matt Corral for a second.
Let's chill with this, bro. Stetson Bennett, he like 28 years old, B. Let's chill on that.
Might as well go get Hooker then.
Let's chill with that.
What about Hooker?
Stetson Bennett like 27, 20. He about 30 years old, B.
Yeah, man. Y'all bought some popcorn, man. I got to compete with Rashad. Rashad will mess around and destroy us. Go to my link.
Nah, Dave. Nah, I don't know. We're not doing this. I was gonna save this for later. Hey, but listen, real quick. So if y'all don't know, myself and Dave are members of a fraternity, and right now we're doing a fundraiser. Last year we did this same fundraiser. Okay, we did this fundraiser. We raised about $13,000 between all, not just us, but between everybody in our fraternity. That being said, I need to win this. Last year I didn't win. This year I need to win. I need to win, so I need to support. So I'm putting my link in the chat right now. You can go to my link. This
guy's full of it. Rashad is out here. Rashad out here cheating.
Hey, you can go to my link in the chat right now and support our fraternity, our community efforts. We're doing a lot of big things in the community. Real talk. We do community service. We give away scholarships, all this good stuff. Shout out to the Noops. I see Dom is a Noop. Shout out to the Noops in here. Hey, but the popcorn is great. It's fantastic. Okay, it's really good. Shout out to Mangum Co. So please grab some popcorn from me. And split it up. Get some from Dave. Get some from me, but we appreciate the support on the popcorn,
I'll send my link
bro.
In a minute. Give me a second, because Rashad be out here.
I'm about to pin mine. I'm about to pin mine in a second. Don't do that, Dave. I'm about to pin mine at the top.
Rashad out here cheating, man.
I'm about to pin mine at the top. Don't do that. Buy some popcorn from your boy, please. I greatly appreciate, and it's really good. It's gourmet popcorn. That ain't just regular popcorn.
I ain't sold a bag yet. Rashad probably already sold like $100 worth. And I ain't sold a bag 100. Yet.
I sold way more than $100 worth. Be relaxed.
I just started today, so I'm a little behind.
So real talk. Hey, real talk though. If you need a suggestion and you like spicy, get that in queso fire. No, the in queso fire
is official, yo.
Yo, I'm telling you, it is bussin'. It is bussin'. It is that good. In queso fire. My bad. All right, my bad. We appreciate the super chats, but buy some popcorn, man.
Buy some popcorn instead, man. And I'm about to put my link in it right now. Hold on, let me get in there.
Mango Co said you tried the kettle corn. I don't do kettle corn, but my wife does. So
I like kettle corn too, but I'm about to post mine on my tag right now. There you go.
AR-15
There
says
you go.
steal of the draft. Steal of the draft. AR-15 plus good coach. Could be. Could be. Amari West says, should we trade for D-Hop? Because Scott did talk about adding more weapons in his presser. And if we do that, what would it take? We talked about this a little bit earlier, but I don't know. It didn't take much to get D-Hop last time. Hey, come
Help,
on, B.
help a brother out, man. I need some. I need to get somebody to buy. I ain't got a
Come
bag,
on,
but
B.
help me out. Help me out. Help me out.
Any dairy-free popcorn? Kettle corn and kettle corn dairy-free?
Um,
I think
technically
kettle
yes.
corn is dairy-free.
I mean, yeah, it's sugary. So yeah, that would
I
count
don't
as
know.
dairy free.
Hey, get me D-Hop, bro. He been playing with trash quarterbacks his whole career, so he might well just add another one to the list. Shout out to Salon Ops 42. What do you think about going wide receiver at 9 or trade? If he's the best guy available, go ahead and do it. Go ahead and take him. Go ahead and take him. Dave, you about to link it? Is that what you about to do? Link it on Twitter?
I already linked mine on Twitter. Oh,
Did
hold
you?
on.
He said link it on the bio. That's what this person. That's not a bad idea, Dave. You should do that before I do
I'm
it.
gonna link it on Panther Nation PC. Hold on.
So Dakota says AR is about 6'4". Yeah, he's 6'4", 435, 40. Can sling the rock, bro. Yeah, he's nice. He's nice, but he is a little. He's still got some growth to. He's got he's not a perfect quarterback. He is a monster. He's a monster, but he ain't there yet. He ain't there yet. He's gonna probably have to sit a little bit and take some lessons. But really quick. Let's move on. Panther Nation PC, support us on all socials, Twitter, Instagram, all that nonsense. Okay. Patreon.com/Panther Nation PC. We appreciate all y'all support, all the MVPs. We got another MVP giveaway coming up soon. I got Marcus. I got to put your joint in the mail. Landon, I have not forgot about you. I promise. I still got it over here staring at me. I got it. I'm gonna get you, bro. I got you. Franchise players, we appreciate y'all as well. We appreciate you. Free agents, we appreciate you as well. So shout out to everybody supporting the channel. We appreciate it 1,000%. Dave, do you want to talk about Underdog Fantasy after I run this thing real quick?
Absolutely. What's going on, guys? This is Dave from PNP, and I'm here to talk to you about Underdog Fantasy. I just want to remind you that's the easiest place to play. There ain't too many places where you can win 20 times your money in the same night, utilizing higher lowers in the pick'em game. And now they have pick'em insurance, where while you won't win the same amount of money that you did before, you can miss one and still bring home some money. So if you do it 3 times, you can potentially still get your money back if you end up missing one. Go to UnderdogFantasy.com and sign up today and use the code PNP when you do. And the $100 deposit match still stands. Underdog Fantasy. Playoff best ball. Playoff best ball. You know who the teams are now. $25 entry fee. You go in, there's $1 million in prizes. Draft your squad based on who you think's going to get the furthest in the playoffs. You know the teams at this point. You know the 14 squads. The teams that get the most points wins the dough. I think first place is $100,000. No, $200,000. First place is $200,000. Second place is $75,000. Third place is $25,000. And you can do the pick'ems and get the higher and lowers. Remember, not too many times where you can win 20 times your money if you get 5 of those right. Underdog Fantasy.
Shout out to that playoff
best
fantasy,
ball, man.
Shout out to Underdog Fantasy. All right. Let's get. I'm scroll really quick. All right, we about to break down these coaches. Okay, we about to break down these coaches, and at the end, after we break down the coaches and we get all of our information, we are going to vote for the official PNP suggestion. All right, y'all know they watch us, so we're gonna say, hey, we're gonna put it out on Twitter. PNP and its supporters have selected XYZ as coach, and that's what we rolling with. All right. Hopkins cap hit 30 mil this year, and he's 26 next. I have to check it out, but it depends how it's structured, right? It depends how it's structured. We only got to pay for his annual salary. We don't have to pay for the bonuses if he's traded. So yeah, I'll take a look at that. I'm gonna do a cap breakdown soon, so we'll hold a good. That's a good suggestion though. A Cash, yes, I did see that, sir. I did see that A Cash bought popcorn from your boy. I appreciate that. He said, Dave, you posted your link, but it was too late. I appreciate you. Hey, look, Slopes.
It's all right,
Look,
man.
slow money don't make money, bro. Slow
Look, man,
money
it's
don't make
okay.
money.
The link is in the profile. So just pop. If you pull up the PNP profile,
Nah,
go to the
f all
website.
that.
That's the link. That's
F
the
all
link,
that.
man.
I just posted mine again, in the chat.
See.
So
Thanks,
go ahead, Dave.
Randazza. You the MVP, yo. Thanks, Randazza.
Hey, go ahead and Oh, he said, how did I get in the Discord, bro? You got to become a Patreon member to get into the Discord. That's how you get into the Discord. And then if once you in there, Patreon should give you instructions on how to join Discord because it's linked. Patreon and Discord are linked together. All right. All right. So let's go ahead and get into this, man. I know it's a little small, so I apologize if you're watching on your phone. But Jim Caldwell, 67 years old, currently unemployed. And he's a two-time Super Bowl champion as a coach. Okay. Not a head coach, but as a coach. He has 7 years experience as a head coach, 2 years experience as an offensive coordinator, 8 years experience as a quarterback's coach. So Jim Caldwell he's had a winning record. He kind of got the short end of the stick with Detroit, kind of screwed him, okay? But he has a winning record as a head coach. That's very important. When you look at win percentage, bro, that's dope. Like, he's a winner. He can win.
Oh, yeah.
He can win games. There's a lot of guys out here with losing records getting jobs. And we know why, but it is what it is, okay? But they don't want me to pie. I'm not gonna pie. I ain't gonna pie. I'm not gonna pie on that topic. But
all I'm gonna say, I'm gonna keep it simple, bro. I'm gonna keep it as simple. I'm gonna say 2 things. The first thing, if you guys keep telling me about you want somebody that can groom a damn quarterback, there ain't nobody better than this guy. Let me be clear. This guy turns Jim Caldwell into a Super Bowl champion. Not Jim Caldwell, Joe Flacco into a Super Bowl champion. This guy turned Peyton Manning into an NFL great, NFL Hall of Famer. Statistically, Peyton Manning didn't become Peyton Manning until after he got his hands on him. Pause. This guy changed Matthew Stafford's career. That is a fact. Let me be clear. He changes quarterbacks' careers. Nobody knows quarterbacks better than this guy. So all you guys that were talking about tanking, you want to go get a quarterback, this is the guy you want. Nobody knows quarterbacks better than him. This is him. And by the way, there was talks that he was in the running for the A&T head coaching job too. And part of the reason why they went away from him is because of the fact that he still had an interest in becoming an NFL head coach.
Yeah, he knew he's going to get interviews this cycle. And he's a good coach. Yep. There's no reason for it. Go ahead.
And he said that this was going to be his last run at it. He had an interview in December recently saying this was going to be his last run at it.
He's 67 years old, bro. He ain't got too, and I don't wish death upon nobody, but he ain't got too much in the tank as far as coaching. He's probably going to want to retire. But anytime you have an above 50% win percentage in the NFL, bro, that speaks volumes. Seriously.
Dude, he took the Detroit Lions to the playoffs twice. That alone speaks volumes, bro. He has a winning record with the Lions.
Salon Ops, appreciate you with the appreciate the super chat. What about D'Amico? Does he deserve an interview? Yeah, I think we should bring him in, but I think the list, I don't know if it's solidified, but I think that we got a list of about 7 guys that are coming in, and he's not on it.
And D'Amico has to want to interview. He refused to interview for the Texans.
Yeah, well, so wouldn't you? You would too, Dave.
Absolutely, I would. Why would you want to go to that shit show?
Ain't nobody want to go over there. Where they doing black coat? They don't want me to pod. They don't want me to pod.
No, you going to say it. But I already look, man. You know if Brian Flores didn't out here didn't stick his thing out. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
Josh McCown would have been the head coach of the Texans anyway. So we ain't gonna get into that today. That was supposed to happen last season. They just had to go. They had to find Lovey at the 11th hour. But dog, this man took the Lions to the playoffs twice and should have won a playoff game, but they had that bad call.
What coach? Name another coach that had a more successful seasons, plural, with the Detroit Lions. He had a 56% win percentage with the Lions, bro. The Lions. We talking about the Lions, B. Those dudes are respectable.
He's the winningest coach in Lions history over the last 70 years. Let that marinate there. Let that marinate for a bit.
That's crazy, bro. Jim Caldwell deserves some respect, and he did interview yesterday, I believe. And I hope we just didn't, interview him just to interview him. I hope they really take a real strong gander, and hopefully, I'm wondering also, Dave, what do you think about him potentially coming in as maybe not a head coach, and maybe they're trying to assemble something and bring him in to kind of say, hey, would you consider being an offensive coordinator, being a quarterback's coach? What do you think about that possibility, Dave?
I'm open to it, especially if you're definitely serious about drafting a quarterback. But I question if he is. I am more of the, if you make the decision to hire him, I could see Wilkes coming in as a DC. Like, I don't see too, like, I know we haven't gone through the list of the coaches, and as you go through the list, you can ask the question, do you think Wilkes will come in as a DC? And I'll say yes or no. So if you ask me the question for him, would Wilkes stay on staff as a DC? The answer for him will be yes. I think he would. I think Wilkes would stay within the organization as a DC. So,
yeah, I don't know, man. I just hope he get a fair shake at it, man, because Caldwell's a really good coach, and he should be coaching in the NFL right now, bro.
It's insane he hasn't had opportunities.
He should be coaching in the NFL right now, but they don't want me to pod, and I'm about to digress. Okay, let's move on. Ken Dorsey. I mean, we know who Ken Dorsey is. This dude scouted for the Carolina Panthers. We know about Ken Dorsey. Okay, is linked to Cam Newton. Was Cam Newton's quarterback coach, Josh Allen quarterback coach. And he actually is the current OC. I don't think I changed that.
Yeah, he's the OC for Buffalo right now.
He's the current OC for the Buffalo Bills. He's got 1 year experience at offensive coordinator currently. This is his only year at offensive coordinator, only year experience. But he has a ton of experience at quarterbacks coach. Dave, what are your thoughts on Ken Dorsey as head coach?
He's not ready.
Yeah, me too, bro. That's how I feel. I'm with you,
bro. But this is another guy that if he does get hired, I could see Wilkes staying as DC. But that being said, he's not ready, bro. He's not ready. He needs more time. That's just my opinion. And I don't know if I'm ready to. Are we ready to give him full credit for Josh Allen? Cause I think they were giving Dayball more credit than him, but I mean, are we ready to give him the credit? But
yeah, I mean, Dorsey. Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question, but yeah, I'm with you, Dave. I think I'm good on Dorsey as well.
Yeah, I'm good. On Dorsey.
I think again we keep falling to this trap of these stories, like, oh, we got this guy because he's connected and used to be XYZ. Bro, that used to be ain't really worked out for us. Like, it ain't time to try something different. So let's try to get some new blood in here. But I digress. I will move on. But yeah, I'm for me, this is me personally. I'm a pass. I'm a pass on Ken Dorsey personally. I'm not seeing.
Nah, I'm good on Dorsey. I just don't think he's ready yet. And I question whether or not he's going to get other interviews other than us. That's a whole different discussion.
All right, let's move on. Frank Reich, former Carolina Panther, way back in the day. He was fired by the Colts. 5 years experience as a head coach, 5 years experience as an OC, 2 years experience as a QB coach, 2 years experience as a wide receiver coach, and again, Super Bowl champion offensive coordinator, former player, and he was the first Panther to start quarterback. Bro, what say ye, Dave? Does have a win percentage, above 50% win percentage as a head coach. What are your thoughts?
No. Why?
No. Why no? You have to explain. You can't just say no. You got to explain. Dave.
What has
Come on,
he
man,
done?
Pod.
Because folks are obsessed with this shit. I'm trying to understand. What has he done that warrants being a head coach? He's had his opportunity as a head coach. How many playoff wins has he had?
One.
He's had one playoff win.
Yep.
All
He's
right.
1-2, 1-2 in the playoffs, but 55% win percentage overall. He's only had 2 losing seasons
out of 5 years as a head coach.
Yeah, only 2 losing seasons.
2 out of 5 years of a head coach. He had 2 losing seasons out of 5 seasons. He got fired during the season this year.
Yep.
When the wheels really
and that's one of the losing seasons.
Yes.
This year. So this one technically don't, because what if he could have finished strong? Fair. Okay, that's why I counted it. So I mean, yeah, just
here. Who was his quarterbacks? He had Rivers. He had Luck, didn't he?
I have to go back. Let me see. He had. He was. Quarterbacks coach. I'm sure he was there when Luck was there. Wide receivers coach, and then he I don't know if he had Palmer. No, that was wide receivers coach. My bad. Yes, and then he had Rivers, and then he had Wentz. He had Wentz and Foles for the Super Bowl year.
Okay, but as the Colts, who was the quarterbacks as the Colts? He had. Nah, it's not that, man. But
he's kind of Dave. You kind of capping right now because some of the same stuff you said for Caldwell. I mean, it kind of apply here too. Like he has a winning record as a head coach. He's not terrible.
Caldwell's been to a Super Bowl as a head coach. He's won a Super Bowl as an offensive coordinator, just like he has. He's been to a Super Bowl as a head coach.
Fair enough.
He's won 2 Super Bowls.
He's won 2 Super Bowls as a coordinator. He's won one as a coordinator.
And he's gone to a Super Bowl as a head coach. And he's improved 3 different quarterbacks in his stints and for 3 different football teams. They're not the same.
I mean, I'm not saying they're the same, but I'm saying some of the stuff is equal. Like it's you kind of speaking the same things, man.
Am I?
I think so. I think you got to give Frank Reich a little bit more credit than this. But it is what it is. I hear what you're saying.
I don't know, man. I think my thing is this: if you're gonna tell me that you're gonna go with a guy that can fix quarterbacks, his last 2 attempts at fixing the quarterbacks has been a failure. Is that a fair assessment? Am I being fair or am I going overboard?
One more time.
If you're telling me that you're gonna bring in a guy that's known for fixing quarterbacks, grooming a quarterback. Yeah. His last 2 attempts has been a failure.
Yeah, no, I agree there. Yeah, I agree.
That's my point. So why would you bring him in? Whereas I got another guy who has proven that he's been able to fix quarterbacks. That's my point. It ain't got nothing to do with race at that point.
Fair enough.
That's my point.
I get it.
We can talk about the accolades about wins and losses all you want. I'm talking about the fact that he turned Peyton Manning into a Hall of Famer. He turned Joe Flacco into a Super Bowl winning quarterback. And he turned Matthew Stafford to a Pro Bowler.
I think you might be capping. You might be capping a little bit with Peyton. You might be capping a little bit.
No, with go look at the numbers, bro.
I need to see the numbers.
You need to go see the numbers.
You might be capping just a tad with Peyton.
Look at before Dungy showed up, and look at after Dungy showed up. There's a distinct difference. And last I checked, Dungy as a defensive guy, and Caldwell ran the show. I'm just saying.
I don't know, man. We might be capping, but
go look it up.
So shout out to Samuel St. Louis. He says, love listening to you guys. Caldwell or Stock. I don't know how to say his name. My man from the Eagles, whatever. If not Wilkes, we'll see. Hold on, we'll get to him in a second. Panthers to interview Giants OC for head coach. Yes, we'll talk to him. We'll talk about him in a second. Trying to get through all the super chats. Appreciate y'all, but it'd be dope if y'all bought some popcorn too. Just post the link in the chat again if y'all want to click that link. Buy some popcorn. Buy some popcorn from your boy. Trying to raise a lot of money. So I appreciate y'all for buying this popcorn. All right, let's move on.
As long as I don't place last.
You won't be last. Somebody won't sell nothing. But just that super chat just came up. It says, yes, we're interviewing Giants OC And this is Giants OC Mike Kafka. Yes, the former quarterback Mike
Appreciate it,
Kafka,
Darius, for buying some
who's
popcorn, man.
35 years old, offensive coordinator for the Giants, 4 years. He had a 4-year career as a quarterback in the NFL, 1 year experience as offensive coordinator, 4 years experience as quarterback coach, and he's a Super Bowl champion as a quarterback coach with Patrick Mahomes. Dave, what say ye? And you got so we talking about giving people some credit. Daniel Jones looking all right, looking much better than he did prior to he got here.
I ain't gonna front. He is.
So
Jones
we
is
talking about
out here.
We
Jones is
about
out
credit.
here doing all right in these streets, bro. I can't even front, bro.
What say you, Dave?
I gotta be consistent with Dorsey. I gotta be consistent with Dorsey, man. If I said Dorsey ain't got enough time, he definitely doesn't. I gotta be consistent. If I'm saying that Dorsey doesn't have enough time, he doesn't either. So I can't roll with it. I know you probably for him.
Who? Kafka?
Yeah.
No, I need to see a little bit more. I'm not there. I'm not in on Kafka.
If I'm not okay in Dorsey, I can't okay Kafka.
So they're giving the credit to Dabo, not Kafka. We can say that. You're right. I can't argue that. I can't argue that. I won't argue that.
But at the same time, though, bro, that was a head coach now. He ain't got time to be out here trying to figure out Daniel Jones either.
Dave, let's not act like head coaches don't call plays, bro.
They do.
No,
we talk about fixing quarterbacks. Fixing quarterbacks.
That's part of it. Putting them in the best position to succeed. That's part of coaching.
That's what Cal's doing with Purdy.
Yeah, and I think this is. I think the Galladay concerns. I think that's valid too. I mean, they paid Galladay all that damn money and he ain't do shit. That's kind of concerning from an offensive coordinator standpoint. But yeah, I don't know, man. But Mike Kafka, that's Kafka. We'll hold our thoughts on Kafka for a little bit. So Ben Johnson, Dave. Ben Johnson, who I didn't realize went to AC Reynolds High School in Asheville. And he's young, 36 years old, current offensive coordinator for the Lions. This dude is damn near coached everything but the offensive line. He's got offensive coordinator experience, tight end experience, quality control, wide receivers, and QB coach. He's done it all. He's done every single position except for offensive line. And running backs, my bad. No running backs coach either. So I missed it too. So everything but two. Offensive line and running backs. But this dude got that Lions squad rolling right now. Got the young wide receivers looking good. Got Goff looking nice. That offense was nice. I think their running back was about to tie Barry Sanders' record. I don't know if he did it. Barry Sanders' touchdown record.
Or Jamal Williams.
Yeah, I don't know if he did it or not, but I think that was he was close to it. So this is Dave. I think this is where I start to. It
looks like
he passed it. Okay, he broke it. My bad. He broke it.
I knew
that's something, bro. That's something, bro. This is where I start to get the tingles a little bit, Dave. Pause. This is where I'm like, yo, fam, he's young. I know he's young. He doesn't have a ton of experience, bro. But when you talk about bringing in that young hot name, this is one of those where I'm like, yo, this is where it gets interesting, bro. This is where it gets interesting. Let me see who else he coached at quarterback. Let me see.
Yeah. Did he do all this with the Lions?
Nah, he was with Miami. Offensive assistant with Miami in 2012. Assistant quarterbacks coach with Miami from 2013 to 2015. So who was on that 2013 Miami squad?
Tannehill, wasn't it?
Cass. Hold on.
It might have been too late. Miami Dolphins.
Yeah, I have to look that route. I don't like this version of the looking at Wikipedia. Yeah, look at it from 2013, 2015, and I'll read off the rest of them. He was tight ends coach in 2015, assistant wide receivers coach 2016 to 17, Miami Dolphins wide receiver coach 2018, and then he went to Detroit. So he's been with Miami and Detroit. Two pretty bad franchises. Well, up until like recently.
Oh God, yeah, it's Tannehill, Matt Moore, and Pat Devlin were the quarterbacks in 2013. Oof.
Yeah.
The coach was Joe Philbin. They went 8-8.
Yeah, I don't know, but it's something about this kid, man. I call him kid, 2 years younger than me, but I like this guy a lot, bro. I'm a fan. I'm a fan of Ben Johnson, bro. I'm a fan, bro. And he's from here. Y'all like these stories, right? He's from the Carolinas, bro. He's from Asheville. What a story. Ooh. Y'all like them?
He's from Asheville.
He's from Asheville, bro.
Mountains.
From the mountains. I like him.
Oh yeah,
I like it.
Funny enough. Oh, that makes sense why he ended up there, because he was the interim coach with Dan Campbell. Because Joe Philbin got fired in 2015 after starting 1-3, and Dan Campbell took over as an interim. So props to Dan Campbell for picking this boy up with him when he got a head coaching job. Zach Taylor was the quarterbacks coach on this squad at the time, and the running backs coach was Jeff Nixon. Remember Jeff Nixon?
Would you look at that? The connections.
Jeff Nixon.
That matters, though. Real talk. That stuff matters. That does matter.
Yo, man, Dan Campbell's always been an ally. That's hilarious. Nah, but yeah, he primarily was Ryan Tannehill and Matt Moore was the quarterbacks he dealt with when he was in Miami. He had those two quarterbacks all 3 years he was in Miami.
Yeah, and he did go to UNC as well, so he's a Carolina guy. Since y'all like stories so much, but let's move on, Dave. Let's move on.
Yeah,
Shane Stocking. I think that's how you say it. I don't know. Whatever. He's 38 years old, offensive coordinator for the Eagles, 4 years experience as an offensive coordinator, 1 year experience as a QB coach, 3 years experience at offensive quality control coach. Now, he comes from, let's just go ahead and get this out there. He's from that North Turner tree. So, you know, Scott Turner just got fired. He's from that. That's his tree, if you want to talk about trees. He was in San Diego. He was in Cleveland. He was with the Chargers again. So, and then he's with Philly. So, he's a Turner guy. He's a North guy. What say ye, Dave? Got Hurts looking nice. Got Hurts looking nice, though.
Pass. Nope. I think I ran.
Come on, man. You got to say why, Dave. You have to say why.
I
can't
gotta
just
say why
no.
for all these young guys, these young whippersnappers. I'm worried I'm gonna get a Nathaniel Hackett.
That's what you're supposed to do, man. You got to get the young guys in here, bro. Get the hot name. Catch that wave.
How old is Nathaniel? How old is Nathaniel Hackett?
I don't know.
Please tell me he's old. He looks old. Is he old? He's 43. Okay. He's not that old. He's older than me, shit. All right. So all these guys are younger than him at least. I don't want a 67-year-old. I don't know if I'm in the I don't know if I'm in the you gotta have a hot shot offensive guy tree yet. That's all. I don't know if I'm in the you gotta have a hot shot offensive guy tree. That's all. I think it's gonna crash and burn faster than what we realize.
So okay, so I see in the chat that what have these guys done? Like they had, you got to get. So let's analyze this for a second. What did McVay do before he got with the Rams? What the hell did Zach Taylor do before he got with the Bengals?
Zach Taylor worked for the Miami Dolphins with Ryan Tannehill.
Exactly. Exactly. So
I know
that's
makes
why.
It scarier.
That's why you do. That's why you get these names because they hot. They young hot names, and that's the wave. They're offensive guys. That's the wave, bro. That's the wave. You gotta catch the wave, bro. I've been trying to tell y'all. That's why I like the young guys. It's a risk. It's a risk. It's absolutely a risk, but I mean, it's a much less of a risk than hiring Matt Fool.
But anything is much less.
These guys got NFL experience, bro.
No, I get that. I'm not going to disagree there, but I think that's anything is less of a risk than hiring a college coach. I mean, the thing is, man, you put me in a bad spot. Like, you've given me a bunch of guys under 40 years old and 2 guys in their 60s, and you're expecting me to pick.
We ain't done yet.
I know you got more, and it's funny because you haven't put up any defensive guys up here yet.
There's only one defensive guy, and that's
it's Wilkes.
That's Wilkes. I think he's next. Steve Wilkes.
And he's the oldest one. He's the same age as Caldwell.
I don't know if he is. I don't know if I changed
Caldwell
it.
67 okay. Too. You started with a 67-year-old, and you ended with a 67-year-old.
I think I got one more after this.
And your math is off about the head coach.
53. He's 53, bro.
Oh wow. Oh,
he's 53.
Okay. I was like, I knew he wasn't that old.
I copied the slide, so he's 53. Let me adjust that because I want to be.
Yeah, I want to be fair to Wilkes. Wrong too. Even though his records, the percentage looks right, but his record's wrong. Because he went, didn't he go like 3-13 with Arizona, right? So he went.
When did he get fired? It should be 9-19. Sorry, 9-19.
Yeah,
my bad.
9-19.
We put some respect on his name.
Sorry, man. Yeah, it makes it look worse, but should have left it.
No, this is the reality. This is where it gets interesting. So we got Steve Wilkes, current interim head coach for the Carolina Panthers, 53 years old, 1.5 years of experience as a head coach, 3 years as a DB coach or defensive coordinator, and then 12.5 years as DB coach. Here we go. What y'all thinking? Chris Caldwell, appreciate the super chat, bro.
Yeah.
Look, I was racist. My bad, yo. My bad, dog.
What did he say? You had all the black
coaches. I had all the black coaches. My bad. I copied it.
I copied the slide.
I copied the slide, bro. My fault. My fault. And I was rushing through these because I've been busy as hell all day. But my apologies,
man. I had to work a 10-hour day today, so I get it, man. So,
all right. So what we talking about? Steve Wilkes. Here we go. 9-19 as a head coach. Came through and rescued the Carolina Panthers. Everybody wants Wilkes. He's Johnson C. Smith, West Charlotte High School. Like he is Charlotte. We want him here. What say ye, Dave?
You know I'm pro Wilkes. You know I want Wilkes as the head coach, man. I'm biased. I know I'm biased. I can accept the fact that
just say it. Yeah, just say it's okay if you can say it. If you admit to it, then it's cool.
Oh yeah, no. Look, I said he earned a job weeks ago, so I know I'm biased. I think the culture shift that he made with the organization has been outstanding, considering that he didn't get to do anything with the roster. He didn't get to pick the coaches. I feel like he deserves a chance to get a couple years to bring in his own staff and figure it out. I don't think he's going to get that opportunity, which is unfortunate, but I think he should. I think he has a shot, but I have a feeling that I think Tepper wants to go offense, and if he goes offense, it'll be the first time that we hired an offensive head coach in our franchise's history.
Yeah, it's pretty clear, Dave, and Dave is right that Steve Wilkes is the only defensive guy here. And the only reason he's really here is because he was interim head coach and basically turned our whole season around. If it wasn't for that, Steve Wilkes would not be on this list.
I'll say it. I'll say it. He did an incredible job.
He did a
as
good
interim
job.
head coach. He did an
a good
incredible job as an interim head coach. And now he kind of got and it's kind of hard to say that he didn't do an incredible job. The only other thing he could have done is get them into the playoffs. But considering what circumstances he had, he inherited a 1-14, and he literally had the boys almost in the playoffs in week 7. Had the boys in the playoff hunt in week 17. So, it's tough. I mean, he absolutely deserves the opportunity to be a head coach. And the thing that bothers me more than anything else is that Houston will be the team that will fucking call him. That bothers me. That fucking bothers me. I'm gonna keep it a buck. That bothers me.
The pod, go ahead and pod, Dave.
No, it does, man. It bothers me. It does.
Pod, Dave.
Nah, that bothers me. That straight up bothers me. The dude's a hell of a coach, and that's the type of things like there's history. It's very rare that African American coaches walk into good situations. I can name two. Mike Tomlin, Tony Dungy. That's the list.
I say Bowles got a nice little.
Bowles, yeah,
situation.
Bowles too. Bowles got a good spot, but even then, there was some criticism about that decision. It's the truth.
Go ahead, do it, Dave.
But
Pod
it's the
on
truth.
him, Dave. Pod on him, Dave.
But it's the truth, bro. It's the truth. It took them a lawsuit to hire Lovie Smith. Like, it's the truth. That's just the truth. But I understand. I get it. Because I think a lot of folks didn't expect Wilkes to have us in the playoff hunt like that. I think folks thought that Wilkes was gonna have this team. Like, I think when Rule got hired, folks assumed it was gonna be like when Rivera got hired and we weren't gonna win any more games. And Wilkes wasn't having that shit. He ended up going 6-6. That man got more wins this season and less games than Rule got any season that he was here. And Rule had 3 chances. Like, and I'm curious to see what's going to happen. Well, I mean, the locker room is going to be the locker room. I mean, I think they'll ride with whoever's going to get selected. But I think you might have some detractors. But it is what it is when it happens.
Shout out to Chad. He says, I love Wilkes' ability to lead, and the locker room loves him. Would love to know his vision for the team and offense going forward. Now, that's the biggest question, which is why I alluded to it earlier about maybe Caldwell gets the call and comes and coaches the offense. I need to know his plan too, because if he brings back McAdoo, and obviously he's supposed to say this he's supposed to say this in press conferences. He's supposed to say I support McAdoo, but I gotta wonder, how frustrated he potentially was with McAdoo. And if that's the plan, to bring back McAdoo,
he ain't
boy, y'all.
He ain't getting picked.
Well, I mean,
he ain't getting picked. There's no way. I know that. Like, I'm rational too. Like, I want Wilkes to get the job, but I know for a fact that if he goes into an interview saying he's gonna bring back Bill McAdoo as the OC, it ain't working, bro. Not happening. No matter what type of relationship you built with him during these 13 weeks. You cannot do that. You're gonna have to you gotta have a different vision for the offense at this point. And the crazy thing is, you would think Tepper would be open to having a run first type of offense because that's what he had when he was a minority owner in Pittsburgh. But, what do I know? Yeah.
I like Wilkes. And don't get me wrong, I like Wilkes, and I need to see his plan too. Because somebody said this earlier, and there's a name that's not on this list, and his name is Jim Harbaugh. Jim Harbaugh is not in contention to be the Carolina Panthers head coach. He's not going to get an interview. So let's just completely get that out of our brains. It's not Jim Harbaugh. Jim Harbaugh ain't it.
The reports that came out was that Tepper didn't even reach out to Harbaugh. Harbaugh reached out to Tepper.
Correct. That is correct.
Harbaugh reached out to Tepper like, yo, you trying to get in this? And Tepper was kind of like, nah, I'm not. So it's not happening. So you guys can go in and end the Harbaugh talk. That shit is over.
Yeah, Harbaugh's not coming here. He's not.
These are the picks. This is it. You might get a D'Amico Ryans, but I don't even know if D'Amico will come to the interview, to be honest with you.
Yeah, the way that the how fast the interviews are set up, bro. I think this could be the list, bro. I think
It
this
might
could
be.
be it. I think this could be
I was
it.
saying in the creators chat, I was like, this might be it, guys. I think this is going to happen fast. I don't think the Panthers want to wait. I think they want to go ahead and pick somebody.
Mm-mm.
I think they
Mm-hmm.
want to hurry up, figure this out. And if none of these offensive guys are impressive, I think they're going to go at Wilkes. Like, I think that's what's going to boil down to. I think if Wilkes comes in here and he shows out and he has a legitimate plan for the offense, he could get this job. I really do. But I think if one of these other guys shows out, then they could get it. But it'll be interesting to see what happens.
Yeah, and it's interesting to see who's going to come in virtual too, because I saw some interviews are being set up virtually, and that to me seems like, and maybe it's because they're in the playoffs.
There's rules. There's like an NFL memo about the rule set of what days you can do it based on the team, because some of these guys are in the playoffs.
Yeah, so maybe that's the case.
Yeah,
but I did see some of them were going to be virtual versus in person. I think that stuff, that kind of stuff right now, it matters. Being in person matters. Being able to see the facilities and all that stuff, that stuff matters. Stuff matters. Yeah, Steve Wilkes. That's Steve Wilkes. And shout out to Noah. He says Harbaugh was trying to catch it back from Tepper. I believe he was too. Hey, I'm a Harbaugh fan. I would have loved to have Harbaugh, but it's not gonna happen. And so with this list, I think we got one more. No, that's it. That's it. I started, like Dave said, started and finished with So let me put it in the chat. I want everybody to vote. We got 400, almost 500 people in the stream. I'm gonna pin a comment, right? I'm gonna pin a comment, and I want y'all to vote. And officially, as a team, we are going to endorse. We are going to endorse as a family the next head coach of the Carolina Panthers. All right, we're gonna do it together. Pause. We're gonna do it together. I can't get this tag on. Give me 1 second, y'all.
Don't put the numbers in there. That's not how you vote. That's not how you vote.
Yeah, don't put the numbers. Stop putting numbers. Stop putting numbers in.
Don't put the numbers in there, guys. Your vote doesn't count. Your vote doesn't count.
Hold on. Just give me a second. Give me a second.
We're going to put the link up. Y'all got to go to the link.
Y'all got to go to the link and then vote. So give me 1 second. Come on. My OGs know what to do. Y'all get these new cats right. Get these new cats right. Come on, OGs.
Nah, some of these folks are OGs.
Come on. Just wait a second. Wait a second. Here we go.
The link should be in the pin of the channel.
Here we go. All right. So it's up. And I'm about to pin it. So it is now pinned. It is now pinned. Click that link. Go vote. It's now open. The poll is now open. Responses are flooding in. It's like election. I need at least 250 votes before I close it. I need everybody's opinion. I need at least 250 votes in this thing. So go to the link. I'm going to give y'all a couple minutes. I'm going to walk through my vote process, okay? I'm going to go through my vote process. For me, Dave, I think it's down to two people for me. It's down to two people. You want to guess who they are, Dave?
Ben Johnson and Jim Caldwell.
No.
Really?
Yeah, no, it's not it.
Is Ben one of them?
Ben is one of them.
So that means it's Shane Stitchen.
Mm-mm.
Frank?
No.
Kafka?
No, Dave. Goodness gracious.
Oh, Wilkes? Oh, you really like Wilkes? Okay.
I think of these guys, I think Wilkes should be in there. For me, I think Wilkes. Shout out to Red Boy. It said Matt Fool. And he got the hoodie on. Shout out to the PNP hoodie. If y'all want that merch, y'all gotta check the channel. Look for the store. The merch is available. But yeah, man. I don't got enough votes. I need 200 votes, man. 200 votes. If you still got time to vote, we got 184 votes right now. 184 votes. Let's get to 200 votes. We need 16 more people to vote. 16 more people to vote. Willie Smith, man, appreciate that super chat. Appreciate that super chat. So yeah, for me, I'll talk to my process right now. For me, it's Ben Johnson and Wilkes, and I can't really explain what it is with Ben Johnson. To see what they're doing with the Lions, I can't. It's something about it, bro. It's something about that offense. It's something about him. I like it. I think he's a good fit. I don't know if your boy's gonna come back, if Wilkes gonna come back as a defensive coordinator, but all right, we hit 200. We hit 200.
For
Cliff is
me,
OC.
it's Wilkes. Wilkes is my top guy. Keep the defensive coaching streak alive, bro. For me, it's Wilkes.
Yeah.
I mean, now if you're making me pick one of these young guys,
Ben Johnson is the Lions guy. The Lions guy.
Yeah, if you're making me pick one of these young guys, I guess I have to roll with Ben because he has experience in different positional coaches than he has more experience with different positions than any other coach. So I'll probably go with Ben off that alone.
Here we go.
But if it's anybody other than Wilkes, it's probably gonna be Caldwell for me because I want the guy that has a winning record as a head coach.
Wilkes did beat the Lions. Y'all are right. Wilkes beat the Lions, but my man Ben Johnson calls the offense, not the defense. So I ain't nothing Ben Johnson can do about the sorry ass defense that gave up a historic 350 some yards. So that's how I look at it. I'm looking at what he coaches, not the Lions as a whole. Wilkes for sure loved the fam. Shout out to Chris Cardwell. Appreciate y'all super chat. Shout out to Brandon for that super chat as well. All right. Let's move on. I'm gonna close it. 215 votes, 216 votes. They're still coming in, Dave. Should I close it?
Not yet. Give them a couple more
Don't
minutes.
close it yet. Give them a couple more minutes. 1 year prove a deal.
1 year prove a deal.
Yeah. Hell no. Hell no. Detail. You
I want 4.
You got it.
3 years.
Yeah.
Minimum.
You can't play that game, bro. Either he's the coach or he's not the coach.
That's stupid. Like you just gave a guy 7 years. You go out here trying to give. What kind of optics is that? I would sue if that was the case. 1 year, prove a deal. Man, come on, man. You can't prove nothing in a year. You got to give that man some time.
They want 250 votes. We almost there. 20-some people away from 250 votes. Keep it going. Come on, let's vote. 250. They said, come on, man, hurry up. That's what they said. Hurry up. 250 votes, they said. That's what the people are saying. We're at 224 right now. 224.
We out here about to hire. These cats going to vote for the next Nathaniel Hackett, man. I can't wait.
I'm interested to see what y'all thinking. As a family, as a pod fam, PNP is about to make this endorsement, bro. We're about to make this endorsement. All right. It's 230, 232. It's rolling. About 7. Oh, close. We're getting close. 15 more votes. 15 more votes.
Let me go and help y'all out because it's obvious.
15 more votes.
I'm going to have to assist.
My man said Ed Ogeron. Man, you bugging.
Did he say Ed Orgeron?
Yes. Shout out to Willie Smith with another super chat, man. Appreciate you, bro. I don't know what's that you eating right there on that plate, but it looked good. Like the tailgate was cracked, was popping with the Beastin jersey on. I need some of them ribs. Look like ribs or something. All right, we still got 13 more. 13 more. J. Cole says, Dave, what's wrong with getting young coaches? That's what the league wants. Yeah, I don't want to follow the precedent, bro.
I don't.
I don't want to follow the precedent, man.
I don't. Because soon we're going to be hiring 80-year-old coaches again soon.
Dakota says, I love Wilkes. Go ahead.
How many more? We have 240?
10 more.
Nah.
Dakota says, I love Wilkes, but I want a head coach to get us to the Super Bowl, not borderline playoffs. And Wilkes didn't coach well in that Bucs playoff game. I mean, yeah, but I think, and I agree with you, Dakota, but the pushback to that is he didn't have his staff. He didn't pick these players. That's going to be the pushback to that. So, and it's valid. But I see both sides at this point. So I'm with you. I see both sides. All right. 6 people away. Every vote counts. All votes matter. Every vote counts. Shout out to Grandizer, man. I'm not going 300 though, because we barely getting to 250. Got 6 more people. We need 6 more people to vote. Pick up the phone, go to the pin comment, and vote. And as a family, we are going to endorse a candidate. 5 more. Come on, folks. Y'all get my anxiety jacked up. 3 more. 2 more. 2 more. 1 more. Dave, you about to miss the announcement. All right, 250. I'm closing the poll. Drum roll. Drum roll, drum roll, drum roll. Closing the poll. Who is it? Steve Wilkes. It's close. It's Steve Wilkes, though. Steve Wilkes with 50% of the vote. Jim Caldwell, 2%. Ben Johnson with 34.3. 34.39. Shane Stocking, 5.93. Ken Dorsey, 6.32. Frank Wright, 0.4. Kafka, 0.79. So we rolling with Wilkes officially.
So it's Wilkes, Johnson. Wow, none of y'all want Caldwell, huh? Shit.
Yep.
It's kind of wild that y'all got Dorsey third place. Y'all don't want Caldwell, huh? Y'all gotta explain to me why y'all don't want Caldwell. Somebody gotta explain this shit to me.
For me, it's an age thing for me.
Are you discriminating? Okay.
Yeah.
At least you're honest.
But I do like him. He
can coach. He's probably the best coach out of everybody in the bunch here. Y'all keep saying Caldwell don't make man. Y'all better go back and look at those numbers. There's no question he made Flacco.
Man, let's go ahead and look at it, man. Because I think you bugging, Dave.
Peyton Manning called the GM of Detroit himself to let him know how much he changed his career. That's the reason why he got the job in the Lions in the first place.
Nah, but you saying check the stats. Now we about to do it because now
check the stats.
Dave be capping, bro. The other Harbaugh off my screen, bro. All right. So when was Caldwell there?
All right, let me pull it up for you. Jim Caldwell was there from 2002
I was
to
gonna say
2011.
You should let me guess it based on the stats.
All right.
Oh, okay, Dave. You said 2002, bro.
2011,
bro. Peyton was locked in already, bro. You capping? After his rookie season, he was locked in, B.
He threw how many interceptions he threw? He didn't
You
throw
capping,
more than
Dave.
15.
You are capping.
After 2002, he didn't throw more than 15 interceptions in his career.
Oh, more than 15. You talking about 14, 2007, B? Come on, stop the cap.
I said
Dave
more
is
than 15.
capping, bro. Peyton Manning, but he had 14 right here, bro. He got close.
Then he got fired. When he got fired as a head coach, he got fired as a head coach.
Boy, you capping, B.
He got fired as head coach in 2011.
Dave, if we ain't looked that up, Dave would have victory lapped the hell out of that. But you capping like a mug. Come on, Dave. Peyton been him.
His interceptions did go down, though. All jokes aside, though. His interceptions dropped significantly from when Caldwell took over.
White Chocolate Espresso says Kafka has been the QB coach in KC since Mahomes became the QB. Mahomes didn't start reading defenses until 2019 when he was the head coach, or to the QB coach, excuse me. I mean, yeah, it's valid.
Yo, no Bieniemy love, huh?
I think
everybody's off the Bieniemy train at this point.
I don't need a QB whisperer as head coach, bro. I mean, it's bigger than that, bro. To me, it's bigger. It's bigger than that. It's bigger than that.
I disagree. The part of the reason why you got all these freaking offensive hot shots is because of that.
No, it's because they can call it. Nope. That's because the reason why is because they're good they're offensive gurus as a whole, which means they can call good offenses and put their quarterbacks in the best positions to succeed. that's not saying they're QB whisperers per se. They can call good offenses, meaning you could put anybody there and the offense is going to be good. Let me see. Look at completion percentage and the QBR. I ain't QB. Is it on this? Because if it ain't on that, I ain't looking at all that.
It is.
It's one QBR right there.
The quarterback rate increased significantly from 02 on. Significantly from 02 on.
Dave capping.
Any chance? What are you talking about?
Any chance that, man, you ain't even say that until a dude pointed it out.
What now? What the picks? The completion percentage?
I'm moving on. I know you are.
Look, man, I still think y'all tripping having Caldwell as low as y'all do. I still think y'all tripping. I think y'all bugging. Y'all are bugging. That's super disrespectful. You guys rather risk Nathaniel Hackett than having somebody that has a winning record as a head coach. Y'all bugging.
Any chance that Eric Bieniemy, also, do we have any evidence to lead us to believe that Wilkes can pick a good staff? No. Nobody has that evidence. There is no evidence that Wilkes can actually pick a staff. There is none. There is none. Hope and a prayer, bro. That's what we living on. But to answer your first question, Eric Bieniemy, that ship has sailed. I don't think anybody's. I think he might be the daggone Chiefs.
Wasn't Byron Leftwich part of Wilkes' staff in Arizona? Or am I tripping?
Yeah, they want. I think he was.
Was it? Yeah, maybe I'm tripping.
Think he was.
I might be wrong.
No, I think he was. He was.
I can't remember.
I think he was. Pep is a West Charlotte grad too. Yeah, that I think Pep would be a good call, but we don't know. We hope and a prayer, bro.
Cause
he was though. I think you're right, Dave.
I'm trying to remember. It's been a minute, bro. Like, I don't be out here keeping track of Arizona Cardinals coaching staffs. So
yeah, I could look it up real quick.
Mike McCoy was the offensive coordinator. Byron Leftwich was the quarterback's coach. He was also the interim quarterback coordinator because Mike McCoy got fired in October of 2018. So he fired his OC, or somebody fired the OC. Holcomb was the DC for this team.
Seemed like a bunch of nepotism to me. Shout out to Pat.
But when you look at his, I haven't done a comparison. He ain't got too many folks with him from the current coaching staff, so he could probably.
Well, he had a chance. He had a chance to get. Yeah.
The only guy he had that he could trust that was within the group was Holcomb. That was it, really. The more I'm looking at it.
Wilkes gets the job and brings in Scott Turner for OC position.
I'll lose my shit,
bro. Yeah, that's not a good look.
I think he wouldn't win the job because Scott was here, wasn't he? When Rivera
was here. Yeah, he was here with Rivera, which goes to the Rivera ties and the Rivera tree.
Yeah, so, that ain't gonna happen.
Yeah, which is my biggest fear.
I think Wilkes would, but the thing is, Rivera wouldn't let it happen. Like, I don't think Rivera would hire him if he's gonna bring Scott Turner in, bro. Like, I'll give Rivera that much credit. You know what I'm saying? I think Wilkes gotta legit show that he's changed from that standpoint. But I don't know but I hear rumblings that Leftwich wants out in Tampa. So there could be a situation where he might be willing to come over here. But I don't know if I want Leftwich as offensive coordinator. But that's a whole different episode, bro. Keep it a buck. I know that some folks wanted Leftwich as a coach. You notice that we didn't have Leftwich up there as a coach.
Yeah. No, yeah, it's getting ugly now for them. All that Tampa stuff ain't looking too good.
Mm-hmm. Remember last year, that's all the folks was talking about. I don't want McAdoo, bro. Well, this talks that Tampa might let the OC go, so it ain't going to be about whether or not they're going to let him go to a division rival if they decide to move on from Byron Leftwich, because that's a possibility at this rate. That's what I'm talking about. But all right, man. I think I'm done. Unless you got something else.
No, that's it for me, bro. That's it for me. Oh, real quick. So my class is over. And tomorrow's my last class.
You
So
done? You
I'll be done.
graduated? You ain't taking no
I'll
more
be done.
classes?
Yeah, I'll be done. I don't know if I'm taking more, but I'll be done with my class. So therefore, we'll be back at the 8:30 time slot from here on again. So that's dope. We won't have the late starts anymore. And yeah, that's it. That's all I got. So we'll be done tomorrow. Got my final presentation, and I'm out of here. I'm out of here. So yeah, we'll be back to Mondays at 8:30 again. But yeah, that's the seven coaches that have had interviews so far, or that are have had an interview or will be interviewed. Those are scheduled interviews. No other names have been added. I see everybody asking what happened to Sean Payton. Sean Payton, we're not doing business with the Saints.
Bro, we're
The
not gonna
Saints
trade
own
those. We're not trading them picks, bro. They want
the
multiple first
Saints.
round picks.
The Saints still own his rights. So yeah, it is what it is. Yeah. All right. That being said, man, I think we're gonna get up out of here, man. We are on C3's night, so I apologize for stealing their audience for the first hour of their show. So we're gonna yield the floor and let them
Whose audience we
grab
stole? Who audience we stole?
C3. C3.
Oh, yeah, we did.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, C3. Don't
Yeah, we
worry.
did.
They coming
We
back.
kind of bodied them. Yeah, we apologize. We're gonna yield the floor to you all, and shout out to C3. And we're gonna get up out of here. We have officially endorsed Steve Wilkes, as our head coach. The PNP family. That's what we did. So that's what it is. Steve
So who do
Wilkes
you
for head
think they're
coach.
gonna pick? Who do you think they're
I
gonna pick?
think I think they will pick. I don't know, bro. I honestly have no idea. I don't know what Tepper's gonna do. I can't call it. He brought in a lot of offensive guys. So I would think he'll pick one of the offensive guys, maybe one of the young guys. I think maybe Ben Johnson. I don't know. Bro. I don't know. I have no idea.
So we have a Panthers creator chat. And the thing that I said in the chat, I think some people didn't like it, but I'll say it here too. But I'll just say it. My thing is this.
We're supposed to be yielding the floor. Hurry up, Dave.
I'll be quick. My thing is this. We saw what happens when we let Tepper operate and make the decision when it comes to the head coach. We saw what we got the last time we had him make the decision when it comes to the head coach. Sometimes you just gotta go with the guy in front of you. So I'm just hoping he just goes with the guy in front of you.
I don't like what you just said.
That's I know you terrible. Don't like what I just said.
That's a terrible way to live life.
I didn't say it was about. This ain't about life, damn it. This is about picking a head coach.
Just go with what's in front of you. Sure, I'm just gonna take whatever. No, that's terrible. Don't do that, David Tepper. We won a Super Bowl here, so whatever you think, and with your people and the people around you, you made a mistake. You made a mistake the first time. Learn from your mistake. Let's make the right decision this time. Okay? Don't listen to Dave. Whether you analyze Wilkes and he happens to be the guy based on your analysis or your analysis,
I
then so be it. But don't listen to what the hell Dave is saying.
I think he's the guy. I think he's changed the culture of that franchise. I think he's brought it back to what we were looking for. We always complained about how they were trying to change the brand of this franchise. And you got a coach that wants to push the culture the way that
I don't give a shit. I give a shit about Super Bowls, B. I don't care, bro. I want a Super Bowl. Bro, if Matt Rule was doing DBO and we was winning, nobody would have given the damn. It's all about winning, bro.
But the problem is we knew his ass was gonna win with that goddamn DBO. We knew. We all knew.
Well, we knew that. I know that, but I'm just saying in general. We knew just saying.
Why do we need to discuss the Nicole Tepper thing? What's the problem?
Because she's gonna be involved with the hell. She's married to the owner. You don't think they go to bed talking about who? Of course, she gonna have some say. I don't care. Just get me a guy who win me a Super Bowl, bro.
She might have more experience than him. You got here trying to create something that's not even necessary.
Yeah, and this could be it too. Nicole is in on and said, hey, look, you didn't have me. I wasn't on the plane last time when you flew out for Rudy. This time I'm getting in here this time.
Look, man. Y'all be but I real talk. I'm gonna keep it a buck, and then we're gonna yield to C3 real quick.
Yeah, we gotta yield, bro. We not
we'll
yielding.
yield in a minute, but let me tell y'all something. I've seen the tweets, guys. Some of y'all cats are disgusting about the comments about Nicole being involved. She has every right to be involved in the process. Every right. Every right. So y'all need to stop with that bullshit. Straight up.
And I ain't seen it, and I don't really care.
Nah, I know, but man, look, man. I got HBCU stuff, hip hop stuff going through my timeline. It's been in the
Oh man, hey, yeah, real quick, man. Shout out to Dave for starting his hip hop podcast. Or I don't know what platforms is it on? Is it Twitter Spaces? Is that it?
It's Twitter Spaces. It's Twitter Spaces. Rap album Dave likes. So every Thursday night, I go over a rap album. Last week I went over Little Brother Listening. This week I'm doing Big Pun, Capital Punishment. Album turns 25 later this month. I got a lot of plans going on, man. I'm gonna do an album each week. For August, hip hop's turning 50. I'm gonna do an album every day for the month of August. But every Thursday night at 9:00, I'm gonna go over a rap album, and I'll do special months depending on what it is. Like De La Soul's catalog is gonna finally go streaming services, so March will be De La month, things of that sort. So every Thursday night on my Twitter handle, ChampD1012, just check me out. I go live at 9 p.m.
Yeah, so
I'm gonna do some Griselda albums.
Fret. if y'all don't know, Dave was a hip hop head, and I've been trying to tell this dude to start this show for a long time. I've been saying it since we started ours, almost, to start your own hip hop joint, because the dude's got a wealth of knowledge. All he listened to is hippity hop. I like Cameron, so I don't, it's cool.
You know what? I plan on doing a Cameron album. Believe it or not.
Well, let me be on that show. I need a Dipset. Those are my guys.
I might do Confessions of Fire. Confessions of Fire came out in '98, so I might do Confessions. I ain't doing Dipset, but I might do Confessions of Fire.
Come on, man.
I might do Confessions of Fire. Yeah, so it'll be on Thursday. I already put the I already got the episode is gonna go live at 9:00. It's pinned on my profile, so you just go to my profile on Twitter. It's sitting right there. So just set a reminder. I go live at 9 on Thursdays. So it'll be fun. But yeah, Capital Punishment is gonna be fun this weekend. It's gonna be fun on Thursday night, man. I'm gonna have a blast with this one. And I'm gonna talk about Terror Squad as a whole. We'll talk about Fat Joe. Don Conner Jeter came out in '98 too. So I'll go over that one as well. But I got a lot of albums to hit this year, man. There's a lot of good albums that came out in '98. A lot of good ones that came out in '93 too. And '03. So it's gonna be fun. Gonna be fun.
All right. With that being said, man, we getting up out of here. Appreciate y'all. Like, subscribe, notification bell, get in the comments, all that good stuff. And buy some popcorn, man. Buy some popcorn from us. Get the popcorn sales popping.
He already got a bunch. He out here trying to get like $25,000 worth of popcorn.
I'm a hustler, bro. I'm a hustler, bro. Shout out to Cassidy.
We know.
And Jay.
Cassidy.
All right, we get up out of here, man.
Yep.
Peace out, y'all.
We yield. Peace, guys.
Finally, Dave shuts up so we can yield.